Good morning, dear friends. In last lecture, we completed cholinergic drugs or parasympathomimetic agent. Now, today we start with the last chapter under autonomic nervous system, that is parasympatholytic agents. Parasympatholytics are also called as cholinergic blocking agents. cholinergic blocking agent. जसं आपण मागच्या वेळेस बघितलं की sympathomimetic and sympatholytic drug. Similarly, parasympatholytic or cholinergic blocking agent. That is, these agents block the action of parasympathetic nervous system, isn't it? So this is also an important chapter. Parasympatholytics or cholinergic blocking agent. These are the drugs which block the natural stimulation of parasympathetic nervous system. You know that that acetylcholine passes through ganglion. Again, there is a release of acetylcholine at post-ganglionic parasympathetic nerve ending. There is a release of acetylcholine. This acetylcholine combined with muscarinic receptor and nicotinic receptor, and thereby produces parasympathomimetic action. So these drugs when given block the stimulation of parasympathetic nervous system. which is acetylcholine release होते हैं त्याची action block करना है, isn't it? So therefore these are the pharmacological events that block stimulation of parasympathetic nervous system, or those drugs which antagonizes or which block muscarinic actions of acetylcholine. आपण मागच्या वेळेस बघितलं की acetylcholineचे फक्त muscarinic action block करतात, isn't it? Like atropine, that is cholinergic blocking agent. So these drugs able to block or antagonizes muscarinic actions of acetylcholine. That agent is to be called as parasympatholytic agent or cholinergic blocking agent. Now these agents broadly classified into three types. There are three types. First type, that is natural alkaloidal compound. So natural alkaloidal compound, example atropine. Second type, semi-synthetic compound. This is also alkaloidal compound, semi-synthetic compound, that is homatropine. And third type, that is synthetic substitutes of atropine compounds. So synthetic substitute compounds like scopolamine, hyoscyamine. That is scopolamine, hyoscyamine, belladonna. These compounds are used as cholinergic blocking agent or parasympatholytic agent. So sometimes they will define and classify parasympatholytic agents or cholinergic blocking agent. इथं परत तुमचं कन्फ्युजन व्हायला नको. Parasympathomimetic or cholinergic drug जे आपण मागच्या वेळेस बघितले, esters of choline compound, synthetic compound, natural compound, that is parasympathomimetic agent. While parasympatholytic or cholinergic blocking agents are those agents which block stimulation of parasympathetic nervous system, or those drugs antagonizes muscarinic actions of acetylcholine. That agent is to be called as parasympatholytic agents or cholinergic blocking agent. There are three types of cholinergic blocking agent. One, that is natural alkaloidal compound, example atropine. Second, semi-synthetic substitutes, that is homatropine. And third one, that is synthetic substitute compounds, example scopolamine, hyoscyamine, eucatropine, belladonna. These compounds are used as a atropine substitute compounds. So this is what definition and classification. Now here most important one, that is atropine. So let us see the pharmacological actions of atropine. Before that, you should know that this atropine drug act by the mechanism, that is mechanism of action, that is used as parasympatholytic agent or cholinergic blocking agent by the mechanism by competitive antagonism mechanism. By competitive antagonism mechanism, it blocks muscarinic actions of acetylcholine. Remember that this atropine drug doesn't affecting the release of acetylcholine. हे जे आपण इथे बघितलं की that naturally there is a release of acetylcholine at post ganglionic parasympathetic nerve ending. This release may not be affected, but it block only muscarinic actions of acetylcholine. जिथं जिथं muscarinic receptor असते, like heart, liver, bronchi, eyes, there is a presence of muscarinic receptor. So it block muscarinic actions of acetylcholine, but does not affecting the release of acetylcholine at nerve ending, at parasympathetic nerve ending. So that is by means of mechanism that is called as competitive antagonism mechanism. So by competitive antagonism mechanism, it blocks muscarinic actions of acetylcholine and thereby used as cholinergic blocking agent or parasympatholytic agent, but does not affecting the release of acetylcholine. So this is the mechanism of action. Now the next part, that is atropine drug. This atropine produces pharmacological action, and the first major pharmacological action, that is on cardiovascular system. Now here you remember that it produces opposite action than acetylcholine, because atropine drug antagonizes effect of acetylcholine, muscarinic effect of acetylcholine. So when atropine drug given, it increases heart rate and increases force of contraction. You know that when acetylcholine given, decreases heart rate, decreases force of contraction, that is produces negative chronotropic and negative inotropic effect. While atropine drug, by antagonizing or by blocking muscarinic receptor action or by acting on heart, it increases heart rate and increases force of contraction, that is positive chronotropic and positive inotropic effect. That is chronotropic related with heart rate, inotropic related with force of contraction. Second, another effect that it acting on GIT, and by acting on GIT it causes the relaxation effect on GIT smooth muscle, and thereby it is used as an antispasmodic agent, or also called as spasmolytic agent. Antispasmodic or spasmolytic agents are those agents which relieve GIT colic pain, thereby produces relaxation effect, and because of relaxation effect on intestinal smooth muscle, it relieves GIT colic pain. कि जे पोट दुखणं आपण जे म्हणतो, GIT colic pain, intestinal colic pain reduces, and thereby used as antispasmodic agent or spasmolytic agent. In addition to this, because of relaxation effect on intestinal smooth muscle, it decreases tone, motility and peristaltic movement, and because of this decrease in tone, motility and peristaltic movement, it may lead to produces constipation. Sometimes they will ask due reason that atropine produces constipation. जैसे आपण मागच्या वेळी बोललो, morphine produces constipation. Similarly, so due reason question that atropine produces constipation. Due reason. This is because by acting on gastrointestinal tract, atropine produces relaxation effect. That is reduce GIT colic pain or intestinal colic pain, and thereby decreases tone, motility and peristaltic movement, and that leads to produces constipation. And due to constipation action, tincture of Atropa belladonna used in treatment of diarrhea, symptomatic treatment of diarrhea. Sometimes they will ask why tincture of Atropa belladonna used in treatment of diarrhea. So because of its constipation effect. How constipation occurs? Because when atropine given by acting on GIT, it produces relaxation effect on intestinal smooth muscle, decreases tone, motility and peristaltic movement, and that leads to produces constipation. And due to constipation action, tincture of Atropa belladonna used in treatment of diarrhea. So this is the question, that due reason question may be asked. Or another defined question, that is define antispasmodic agent or define spasmolytic agent. Due example. Antispasmodic are those agents which relieve intestinal spasm, relieve GIT colic pain. कि जे constriction GIT muscle जर constriction झालं तर GIT colic pain होईल. When these agents given produces relaxation effect. So due to relaxation effect on intestinal smooth muscle, relieve GIT colic pain or intestinal colic pain, and thereby use as antispasmodic agent or spasmolytic agent. Example are atropine, homatropine, scopolamine. All these agents that is used as antispasmodic or spasmolytic agent. So this is another question. In addition to this, these drugs also acting on secretions. So atropine drug when given, it reduces all types of secretion, that is bronchi, nasal, salivary secretions. Even these drug also decreases gastrointestinal GIT HCl secretion, gastric hydrochloric acid secretion, and thereby also used in treatment of peptic ulcer. So you know that acetylcholine by acting on secretory glands, it increases secretion. isn't it? While atropine drug, it antagonizes acetylcholine action, muscarinic effect of acetylcholine, and thereby it decreases all types of secretion, that is bronchi, nasal, salivary secretions also decreases GIT, hydrochloric acid secretion, and due to this reason it is used in treatment of peptic ulcer also. In addition to this, because of decrease in all types of secretion, that is the effect on secretory gland, it decreases bronchi, nasal, salivary secretion, GIT secretion, and therefore this atropine drug that is used as pre-anesthetic medication. Sometimes they will ask why atropine used as pre-anesthetic medicament. So because of what effect on secretion, that it decreases bronchi, nasal, salivary as well as GIT, hydrochloric acid secretion, and which is desired before surgery or before operation, and therefore these agents are used as pre-anesthetic medicament. Already we completed under pre-anesthetic medicament that atropine, because of anti-secretory effect, because of decrease in all types of secretion, it is used as pre-anesthetic medicament. In addition to this, another pharmacological action of atropine, that is on eyes. By acting on eyes, when atropine is still topically in eye, it causes dilation of pupil. Dilation of pupil, that is increases size of pupil than normal, and therefore such individual, he can able to see only far away object, he cannot able to see nearer object. That phenomenon, that is called as mydriasis. Mydriasis, sometimes we will define mydriasis, give example. Mydriasis, that is nothing but dilation of pupil. Pupil dilate enough, and because of dilation of pupil, there is increase in size of pupil. When size of pupil increases, such an individual, he can able to see only far away object, but he cannot able to see nearer object. That phenomenon, that is called as mydriasis. And because of mydriasis, there is a cycloplegia condition take place. Cycloplegia, that is nothing but paralysis of ciliary muscle. is आपल्या ciliary muscles होते त्या काय होतील paralyze होतील, and because of paralysis of ciliary muscle there is a loss of accommodation may take place, and because of mydriasis and cycloplegia condition person fail to respond even to bright light, and that leads to produces photophobia effect. Photophobia, that is nothing but the day blindness. This is the major side effect of atropine. If atropine used long term, atropine eye drops are available in market. Atropine 1% eye drop available in market used for ophthalmic examination of retina. That is for mydriasis effect. But at the same time, on long term use, it may lead to produce mydriasis. Because of mydriasis, there is a cycloplegia, that is paralysis of ciliary muscles occur, and that leads to process loss of accommodation. So because of mydriasis and cycloplegia, if remains for long time, it leads to process loss of or photophobia condition, that is day blindness condition. So sometimes they will ask you reason why atropine produces photophobia. So the reason is that because it causes the dilation of pupil. Because of dilation, there is the increasing size of pupil, that leads to process mydriasis, and because of mydriasis there is a paralysis of ciliary muscles, that is cycloplegia, and cycloplegia and mydriasis that leads to process day blindness or photophobia. So these type of few results will be repeated in examination. So why atropine produces photophobia, give reason, or define mydriatic agent, give example. So example are atropine, homatropine, eucatropine. These all are belonging to mydriatic category. In addition to this, so these are the major actions, that is on cardiovascular system, on GIT, on secretions, and also acting on eyes. By acting on eyes, it produces photophobia effect, that is day blindness effect, isn't it? So these are what? These are the different pharmacological actions of atropine drug. Now if you understand pharmacological action, what are the therapeutic uses of atropine? First thing, that atropine that is used as antispasmodic agent or spasmolytic agent, as it reduces intestinal GIT colic pain, it produces relaxation effect on GIT muscles, and thereby used as antispasmodic agent or spasmolytic agent. In addition to this, tincture of Atropa belladonna used in treatment of diarrhea because of constipation effect. जर तुम्ही pharmacological action लक्षात ठेवता, you can write therapeutic uses of atropine very easily. So it is used in treatment of diarrhea because of constipation. Actually constipation, that is side effect, but tincture of Atropa or tincture of belladonna is used in treatment of diarrhea. In addition to this, another use that is used in treatment of peptic ulcer, as it reduces GIT, hydrochloric acid secretion. Another use that is used as pre-anesthetic medicament. As it reduces bronchial, nasal, salivary secretions, it is used as pre-anesthetic medicament also. Another use that it is used for ophthalmic examination of retina because of mydriasis effect, because of dilation of pupil. It is used for ophthalmic examination of retina. In addition to this, atropine also used in treatment of organophosphorus compound poisoning. In last lecture we completed regarding organophosphorus compound poisoning, that atropine sulfate injection in the dose of 1 to 4 milligram by intravenous route of administration used in treatment of organophosphorus compound poisoning. So another use that in addition to this also used in treatment of organophosphorus compound poisoning. So these are the therapeutic uses of atropine. Now regarding adverse effect or side effect, that it causes a dryness of skin because it reduces secretion, so dry skin. There is a difficulty in swallowing because of reducing secretions, so difficulty in swallowing occurs. There is a constipation effect. Then there is a mydriasis or dilation of pupil. So these are the side effect or adverse effect of atropine. In addition to this, because of mydriasis, major side effect, that is it leads to produces photophobia. That is the major side effect. Sometimes they will ask mention major side effect or major adverse effect of atropine. So major adverse effect of atropine, that is photophobia. And dose of atropine, that is 1 to 4 milligram used in organophosphorus compound poisoning by intravenous route of administration. In addition to this, atropine eye drops also available in market, 1% eye drops, that is used for mydriasis purpose or for ophthalmic examination of retina also. Now another point, that is atropa belladonna drug. If atropine given in higher doses may leads to produce poisoning symptom. This is also important one, that atropa belladonna poisoning. Sometimes they will be asked mention symptoms and treatment of atropa belladonna poisoning. So symptoms, that is same as like adverse effect or side effect of atropine, that it causes the dry skin, then difficulty in swallowing, constipation effect occurs, mydriasis, then patient may goes in coma because of respiratory failure condition, and death of patient may take place. So what is the treatment for atropa belladonna poisoning? First treatment, immediately universal antidote treatment used in atropa belladonna poisoning. This universal antidote, it contains a combination of tannic acid, magnesium oxide and charcoal. That is charcoal 2 parts, tannic acid 1 part and magnesium oxide 1 part. This mixture of 3 substances, that is called as universal antidote. This universal antidote used to absorb alkaloidal substances, that is atropa belladonna poisoning occurs. These are the alkaloidal nature, alkaloidal drug. So when universal antidote given, it absorbs alkaloidal substances and thereby reduces poisoning symptom. Particularly universal antidote, it contains the mixture of charcoal 2 part, tannic acid 1 part and magnesium oxide 1 part. So this mixture, the role of universal antidote, that to absorb alkaloidal substances and thereby used in poisoning cases, that is in atropa belladonna poisoning. Sometimes they will ask what is universal antidote? Due combination. So it contains charcoal 2 parts, tannic acid 1 part and magnesium oxide 1 part, isn't it? So it is used in treatment of atropa belladonna poisoning, that is in alkaloidal poisoning. In addition to this, another treatment used in atropa belladonna poisoning, that is cholinesterases, that is anticholinesterase drugs should be given to the patient, like isostigmine, pyridostigmine, neostigmine. This drug stimulating enzyme and thereby reduces poisoning symptom. Another treatment, that is gastric lavage treatment. Gastric lavage, that is nothing but the washing of stomach with dilute potassium permanganate, so that remove unabsorbed poison. In addition to this, saline solutions like 5% weight by volume dextrose injection, 0.9% sodium chloride injection given to the patient. And then last treatment, that is maintenance of patient with antibiotic therapy, isn't it? So sometimes we ask full question that mentions symptoms and treatment of atropa belladonna poisoning. When atropa belladonna drug or this atropine drug given in higher doses, consumption occurs in higher doses, it leads to produces poisoning symptom. So you understand that poisoning symptoms are same as like adverse effect or side effect of atropine. In addition to this, there is a respiratory failure condition. Patient may goes in coma, and finally death of patient may occur. So what is the treatment for atropic belladonna poisoning? First treatment, that immediately universal antidote used in atropic belladonna poisoning, which contain mixture of charcoal 2 parts, tannic acid 1 part, and magnesium oxide 1 part. In addition to this, another treatment, that is anticholinesterase drug given, thereby reduces atropic belladonna poisoning. Then gastric lavage treatment, saline solution like 5% bed by volume, dextrose injections or 0.9% bed by volume, sodium chloride injection, and then patient maintain with antibiotic therapy. So this is the treatment for atropic belladonna poisoning. Remember that sometimes we ask organophosphorus compound poisoning. In last lecture we completed organophosphorus, and the antidote used in organophosphorus compound poisoning, that is atropine sulfate injection in the dose of 1 to 4 mg by IV route. While for atropic belladonna poisoning, the antidote which is used, that is universal antidote, which containing the mixture of these 3 substances, that is charcoal, tannic acid and magnesium oxide. So this is also important one. Sometimes they will ask mention symptoms and treatment of atropic belladonna poisoning. Then one more point in this chapter, that is atropine substitute compound. Atropine substitutes are those compounds these that is structurally related with atropine and used as a substitute, that is synthetic or semi-synthetic compound like homatropine, leucotropine, scopolamine. These compounds that is used as atropine substitute compound and shows the effect that is used in treatment of mydriasis, that is mydriatic drug. But these drugs are contraindicated in glaucoma patient. Remember that atropine drug or all cholinergic blocking agent drugs are contraindicated to glaucoma patient. Sometimes we ask do contraindication. So which drug contraindicated in glaucoma? So atropine drug contraindicated in glaucoma condition. So atropine substitute एक तो question पूछा लग रहा है. So atropine substitute, that is structurally and pharmacologically related with atropine compound, natural compound. Nowadays eukotropine, homatropine, scopolamine, these compounds are used as an atropine substitute in concentration 1 to 2% and used as mydriatic drug and contraindicated in glaucoma condition. So this is regarding parasympatholitic agent or cholinergic blocking agent. Now here we will finish full chapter, full topic, that is drugs acting on autonomic nervous system. 4 चॅप्टर आपले कंप्लीट झाले. याच्यावरती कमीत कमी 12 मार्क, जास्तीत जास्त 16 मार्काला या चॅप्टरवरती क्वेश्चन विचारले जाऊन ते 4 चॅप्टर्स वरती. So up till now we completed general pharmacology, then drugs acting on CNS, then we completed drugs acting on autonomic nervous system. Now next time we start with the drug acting on cardiovascular system, that is on CVS. So under that also near about 4 chapters are going to be included. In next time we start with the drugs acting on CVS. So thank you.